King.
Second quarter-final of the evening then. Nigel Bond versus Mark King. Well, two really, should we say, we know they're established professionals, but of course Nigel Bond has been around a little bit longer than Mark King. Former British Open champion Nigel Bond. And Mark King, of course, twice finalist in a ranking event. So this is an interesting encounter between these two. And as we just have the lag, push out, whatever you want to call it, to determine the break-off.
Your choice, Nigel.
King versus Bond. 20-second shot clock in operation. Let the quarter-final shootout begin.
It's a well-balanced match, this, Willie, isn't it?
Well, on paper, definitely, but I've got to be honest, the way that Mark King's played in this tournament so far, in his 3 matches he's played, he's scored 263 points to only 5 against his opponents. His first 2 opponents, young Robertson and Steve Davis, didn't score a point, and Fergal O'Brien managed to score 5. So Mark King has certainly been the best player in the tournament. In saying that, we've just put the jinx on him straight away.
Well, they had the first chance because it was a bad break-off shot from Nigel. He had the chance in the middle, but what a miss that is. Not only that, look at the damage he's done.
So Nigel Bond could very quickly, with his next shot, score more points than anybody else has done in the first 3 frames against Mark King.
What a match Nigel had this afternoon with Rory McLeod. 47-45 in the end.
Rory McLeod would definitely be kicking himself because he only had to play a good safety shot and the clock would have been in his favour, and he played the worst safety shot he's played. That was one occasion where the shot clock unfortunately made a difference in the match.
6.
46 years of age, Nigel Bond. We've just had the youngest player in the game go out in the previous game, Judd Trump 21. We've now got the oldest competitor left
7.
in the tournament, Nigel Bond, trying to keep the oldies involved in the tournament.
Nice little cannon. It's got the red to the right, but I'm not sure
12.
he can run through for the black.
It's not very often in a frame, is it? You see things like that where 5 or 6 reds have been pushed down after one shot, really. When he missed the red in the middle, he pushed a load of reds down. That's one of Nigel's
13.
Achilles heel, actually. I used to practice with Nigel when I was still playing, and now and again he doesn't get through the ball. That's what's happened there. That was a little nervous one.
Yeah, it didn't quite get through. I mean, obviously the best cue action in the world is Ronnie O'Sullivan. He just gets maximum effect from minimum effort. So as you see Nigel miss that blue.
Nigel Bond 13.
And it was the previous shot, as you mentioned, the positional shot that, well, he had to take on that tougher blue. Wow. Mark back at the table then, sooner, I'm sure, than expected. He's got a tracer side on the white there, just to beyond the pink. It's not ideal. It's one of those where you just call it a blind shot. You cut him back into the pocket, and your vision is away from the pocket. Expect him to get this though. Well done.
I'm not too sure whether any of these reds are available in the corner.
7.
If that's the case, I don't think there was any advantage playing the pink. He might have played a good safety shot.
Yeah, possibly he tried to play a can on one of the reds, missed it. It's only a safety now though.
Good safety. Most players were very, very sceptical, weren't they, coming into this tournament, Mike, thinking it was going to be just a little knock around, a bit of fun, but boy, haven't they taken it serious.
Oh, unbelievable. I was talking to Phil Yates and Clive early on and just saying the way they've embraced the tournament and the snooker, the quality of the snooker they played under these conditions, under the shot clock and the pressure, it's just been absolutely phenomenal. That standard is so high.
Yeah, Sullivan, two of his first 3 matches, has made a century. Got a century from Marcus Campbell. Got a century virtually. John Higgins made a 90. I expected 30 or 40 to be a good break. It just shows you how good these players are now.
Coming in, we're contemplating there might not be centuries. But we've had them, and they've been quality. It's been quality all the way. And it just shows you, the 64 players here, what depth in snooker we now have.
Yeah, Nigel's remarkable, really, considering he's been around longer than anybody in the game now, and has remained in the top 64. That will help things, the fact that Black's been brought into play, because he was out of commission where it was. It's one of those situations, whoever pots the next red, you'd fancy to be favourite because they're going to score a few points now, so the safety is very, very important in the next few shots, and that's a bad one.
As you say that, Willie, Nigel makes a mistake.
If you can get this second one down from the 2 that are touching, that will open the pink into the corner pocket, so that's a big bonus if you can pot this red, because it will then bring the pink into play into at least 3 of the top pockets.
15-second shot clock in operation.
Also goes to the other. This is the Blackpool Tower Arena. It's been packed all weekend and we've had a wonderful atmosphere.
Oh, that was a poor shot. It sprung off the cushion. I must admit, we haven't had any bounces at all off the cushion. That appeared to come off slightly quicker than it went on.
Yeah, I also think he was hoping to get some sort of cannon there on a red. Just wondering, well, if we're going to get a blue ball shootout here this evening. We haven't had a draw. We've had 1 or 2 matches have been very close. 1 point in it, 2 points in it, but as yet not a blue ball shootout.
Especially at this stage of the tournament. Can you imagine having to try and pot the blue for a possible, 8 or 16 or 32,000?
Mark King, 8.
Another good safety shot there. This is very, very tough tonight. Now remember, you've got to hit a cushion, so you can't just roll up dead weight to rest on the cluster of reds at this end of the table. He has to hit a cushion. So he's going to have to play this pacey.
He'll have to hurry as well. Oh dear, I think he's left one to the left corner.
Yes, a lot of players have misjudged the clock, especially going back to Rory McLeod in his match against Nigel Bond. He definitely, if he hadn't concentrated so much on the clock, he'd have played a good safety shot and he'd have won the match.
Because some of the shots he played before that were unbelievable. The 2 doubles, the pink into the middle, to get himself 1 point in front. And of course he left the red on, and that was it, I'm afraid.
Now, can he get onto a red here? These 2 reds to the right of the pink I don't think are available, so I think he's found the only place on the board that's no good.
Well, so the one just below the pink goes, but he's got to avoid everything else. I think he's just playing the safety. He's gone for the pot, and he's got it. Great shot.
7.
No positional sense though, but he won't be too worried about that. He's got a slight lead, and if he keeps playing good safety, it's amazing. A 10 or 20 point lead normally means absolutely nothing, but in a 10-minute frame match, it means everything.
Well, we're down to the last 2.5 minutes. Only 9 points in it. Great shot. Let's not forget what Neil Robertson did in his match in the last few minutes. Well, just under a minute actually.
Nigel needs to take the colour on here, I think. I don't think he can afford to play safe. He's running out of time. Now, if this kisses the red and doesn't reach the cushion, it's a foul.
As the red's just contacted the cushion.
Wow, that would have been definitely the end of the match. Ball in hand there. Mark King could have just ran the clock down and scored 20-odd points. Nigel needs to have one more chance, and he may not get it.
Just what all the balls out this end of the table.
1.
Will he take the green on?
There's no real need now for him, is there? If he can get a good safety shot, I think that's better than taking any pot on. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, he heard you, Willie. Good shout.
It all depends. It's amazing that only 9 points, and it's amazing how much that little safety shot has made him an even stronger favourite to win the game. This has got to go in for Nigel now. And it has gone in. Now get on the colour, Nigel, and you've got a chance. This is your last chance, though. Needs to get on the blue. Will that white travel?
Wow, what an unbelievable red.
Now he's got plenty of time. If he pots the blue, he can now start to just concentrate on not missing. Where's the cue ball going?
It's okay.
6.
He has to stay at the table.
Can he get on the colour? He's not bound to get on the colour from here. He's not bound to get onto a colour.
7.
And he's covered the pink. Does the blue go?
What about pots the yellow, and then we might have a... He's going for the blue, though.
He's got it. And he's on the red to the middle.
Unbelievable.
That, I think, has just won him this match, Willie.
Unbelievable.
12.
Now he can just run the clock down. How King has lost this game, I don't know.
13.
Well, the first red was brilliant, and the blue also, under that pressure, was superb.
So we lost the youngest man in the first game, but the oldest man has survived.
15.
He's still there.
15 playing in the match.